welcome to my first studio vlog. It's currently Monday and I'm just having some tea. I'll start working on my project. What I have to do for today is prepare the free January calendar wallpaper I do every month on my Instagram. I also want to work on a little New Year's illustration. Hello, handsome boy. So I actually do the calendar template in Illustrator, and I just simply did this grid, and I just have to update it for every month. So, the first will be a Wednesday, and January has 31 days, so that's already right. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking of changing the font. I don't know, because I always have to work on the font in Procreate anyways, because I don't like the look that it's a bit messy. I like the font overall, but just not the outline, if that makes sense. So yeah, maybe I'll change the font. I don't know. So I actually have, oh, it's the last one, I think. I have a birthday, oh no, I have two. I still have birthday cards from my Redbubble shop. So if you didn't know, I have a little shop on Redbubble, and this is a birthday card I designed. It's the only one so far I did, but I want to do more next year. And I ordered a few of them just to see how the quality is and everything. And since I still have two, I'm gonna gift my friend one of those because it's her birthday today. Happy New Year! It's 2020 now, so I wanted to take the time and talk a little bit about my art goals that I have for this year, and there are actually quite a lot. And yeah, well, let's get started. I basically divided my art goals into different categories. One side, I want to improve my digital art, of course, because I'm mainly doing digital art, and specifically I want to improve my anatomy skills, my figure drawing. I want to get better at drawing faces, expressions, hand, feet, pretty much everything character design related. That's like, I think, the biggest goal I have for digital art, but also I want to get into drawing backgrounds too. That's actually something that I'm super curious about, but I was never really confident enough to try it out, but I wanna give it a shot in 2020 and learn about it. And yeah, just try it out. So these are my main things or the main areas I want to improve digitally. Then another goal is to try more new things and mediums, so mainly traditional. I want to do more watercolor. I did Inktober last year and I definitely want to join this year too, and I really enjoyed it. So I also want to work more with ink and just fine liners and stuff. But I have to say my main focus will always be digital because I love digital art. But yeah, I just want to dive deeper into different mediums because I think in general that it's nice to do different things so you don't get like too bored. And for me also, I think it helps with like art block if I don't focus too much or only on one medium but also try other things. And I think you just grow as an artist in general if you try out different things, because you always learn something new from a different medium that you can probably transfer to your main medium, if that makes sense. I definitely want to do more traditional, and also that's something that is digital and traditional related. I want to do a lot more practice. Like 2019, I mostly just draw the things that I shared on Instagram. But this year I want to do a lot more sketches, a lot more drawing exercises. Simple things like just drawing circles to warm up, but also like doing more shapes and figures and studies and stuff like that. And so I actually got this huge sketchbook. It has 300 pages. It's pretty big. It wasn't really expensive. It was a pretty cheap one, and of course the paper is probably not the very best out there, but it's just for me to build a habit of sketching almost daily. Like I said, it has 300 pages and I want to fill it this year throughout the whole year. So there will be days where I probably don't find the time to sketch like a whole page, but that's alright. It's to sketch almost every day. And yeah, so I just want to try to do my studies and stuff like that in here. So like I said, I want to improve in drawing hands, faces, expressions, all those things. So I want to do this. I actually already did, for example, the first page. Yay! I did faces from the side, so side profile, as I was preparing for Draw This in Your Style challenge that I wanted to draw. These are kind of warm-up practice sketches. I actually last year got already a few books to learn. Most of these are in German. You probably know Sarah Faber. She recommended these. This one is for faces and emotions. This one is for hand and feet. This one is for proportions, and I actually used this last year already a bit. Oh no, actually I used this one. This is also for manga figures, just in general. I flipped through all of these already and I really like them, but I haven't worked through all of those by detail yet. Like I said, I mainly worked with this one so far. I really like it, but yeah, I haven't got into detail of any of these. Then I got this book here. It's Color and Light. I started reading this, but also I'm not through it yet. So these are things that I want to do in 2020. Another thing that I got is this book. It's Sketch Every Day. So there are some exercises and a lot of valuable information in it. And I will use this probably along with my sketchbook. Then I got 3 art books just to collect some inspiration. And by the way, I don't got all these books at once. I got them throughout the last year, but I haven't really used them a lot yet. So yeah, this one is Sketch with Asia. I can do a more detailed video about all these art books once I took a look at all of those. Then I got the one by Lowish, and I got Claiming. I already love this cover so much, so I can't wait to actually go through this one. These are the books that I have to get some inspiration, learn new things and improve. So that's it for my drawing goals, but I also have goals for other areas that are related to. So for those of you who don't know, I'm actually a graphic design student. Not exactly a student because I don't go to university to learn it. I learn it through a long distance school. I hope that's the other word for it. But yeah, so I learn it at home. I get the books and everything that I have to read and study sent by the company I do it. I just like have to do it on my own, self-organized, if that makes sense. So I hope I get a nice balance between studying, practicing and working on my illustrations, and also making this my job because this is my goal, obviously. Besides the course that I'm taking, I also have a few online courses that I take about the subject. So that's for graphic design. I really want to focus a bit more on it, study a bit harder and do more practice work, start building up my portfolio. Actually, what I did already last year is sign up for Fiverr, and I want to create some gigs there this year and really just improve my skills as a graphic designer. I have 2 more categories that are art related where I want to improve, and these are photography and videography. I loved photography since I was a little kid. I always had my little camera with me and took pictures. I never really took it serious or anything. I just liked taking pictures. But it's also not my focus this year, so my focus is on illustration and graphic design in general. But I will try to take a bit more time for photography, because it's actually already kind of related to my art. Like if I take flat lay pictures or whatever for, I don't know, my upcoming Etsy shop, fingers crossed. So I definitely want to improve some types of photography. Like I love portrait photography, but I haven't done this a lot, to be honest. I love nature photography, so landscapes, animals, stuff like that. I want to get a bit more into it. It's not a main goal. It's something that I do if I find the time for it. And also videography, something I was curious about for a long time. Yeah, I never really got into videography. I remember when I was a teenager, I did a few videos. I tried editing and stuff, but nothing really worth mentioning. But yeah, since I started this YouTube now, I really want to learn a bit more about it. Well, honestly, I love like those effect kind of things that you can do with videography, but that's, I don't know, for me personally, as a person who has nothing to do with videography so far, it seems like it's super advanced. So I don't know how realistic it is for me to get that deep into it this year, because like again, it's not my main focus, obviously. It's more something that I do on the side if I find the time. Yeah, but I'm really curious about developing the skill over the next years too. Starting this YouTube is actually a nice way for me to get into it slowly. So first I'm obviously more or less doing some basic editing, like simple cutting. I'm super excited to dive deeper into videography as well. So these are like my main art goals: improving my digital art, trying out new things in traditional, studying harder for graphic design, and learning more about photography and videography. Yeah, to just sum all those things up. And I also showed you a few of the books. Like I said, if I went through these, I can give you a bit of more detail with you if you like, and do like, you know, an art book tour or something like that. Let me know if you're interested. So that's it for my art goals that are related to improving my skills. I also have some other kind of art goals, which are, for example, relaunching my Etsy shop. I want to do some art prints, I want to do some stickers with my Cricut, and of course I will take you guys along with me in the other studio vlogs. Yeah, so relaunching Etsy is a huge goal, and also I want to stay consistent on Instagram and YouTube, so sharing my work with you guys and do some studio vlogs or maybe even tutorials or time lapses on YouTube. So that's it for my art goals for 2020. Please let me know in the comments down below what your art goals are for 2020, or just in general what kind of goals you have and what New Year's resolutions you made. I'm really curious to hear about them. And who knows, maybe we have some similar goals, and if so, feel free to DM me on Instagram, and maybe we can, I don't know, support each other a bit on our goals and yeah, keep each other accountable. That would be really nice. I'm looking forward to hear what your goals are, and see you next week. Bye!